Alright, lads, so KLAB, oh, my voice just went there. KLAB have actually responded regarding the whole thing that happened yesterday about the new colors and indicators for the character growth. And they only took like 24 hours, which is actually pretty good on KLAB's part. And they had to. They literally had to, because everyone was complaining. This wasn't even just a small portion of the player base. This was everyone, like 95% of the community, I would say, that are vocal on Twitter, Discord, YouTube, were complaining, because this just wasn't it, right? Even non-global players were complaining. The Asian players, the Japanese players, they were all complaining because it was a very bad update and at the same time also disappointing. You might be asking too, because I did get a few comments saying like, why are people freaking out about this? The whole point is that it does look uglier, and the green levels, at least for BBS, are tied to unworked on characters, and seeing the green just definitely annoyed a lot of people. At the same time, at like a developer point, they needed to change it for the main reason because this purple thing with the green level, apparently I saw some comments on Reddit and stuff like that where some colorblind players, they're having a very hard time seeing that. So at that point, they need to consider doing something more so just against the angry players, because, you know, some players can't even see the colors or the levels because they're colorblind, unfortunately, right? And I also saw some Japanese players, because there was also Japanese and Asian players complaining too, vocally on Twitter as well. Some Japanese players were saying they couldn't even play the game anymore because the constant flickering between the link slots and the level is sickening. It makes them dizzy, it makes them get headaches, and they don't want to play the game anymore, because it is, like, quite frankly, besides the green levels, like, it's actually kind of annoying, the flickering between the character level and the link slots. Like, it's a very bad design. Like, it shouldn't be there. I don't know. Like, look at this, right? Just constant back and forth. Nah, that ain't it, right? And KLAB knew that. KLAB knew that. They understood the feedback, and now they're responding to it in this new post right here. So we're going to give it a quick read through and see what they have to say regarding the feedback from players about the new character growth indicators. Thank you for playing Bleach Brave Souls. We have received feedback from a number of players regarding the changes made to character growth indicators with the version 13.4.0 update. We would like to go some way to addressing that feedback in this notice. We had the following 3 goals in mind when implementing the new character growth indicators. Make it easy for players to tell at a glance the soul tree, character link slots, and transcendent levels for a character. Make it easier for players to set goals when powering up characters. Make it easier for players to identify how powered up other players' characters are during co-op and other online play. However, from the feedback we have received from a large number of players, it is clear that we have failed to adequately achieve these goals and that we need to rethink the changes we've made. We would like to thank everyone who took their time to share their views with us, and we will also make an announcement regarding the details of how we intend to address this issue in a further notice. We would like to apologize again for any inconvenience this update has caused, and hope you continue to enjoy this game. So just that simple, right? This doesn't tell us much, but it is very simple, and that's what we need to hear. Because obviously, because they responded so quick, they obviously can't tell us what they plan to do. And that's why they're saying here, they're just responding within 24 hours, letting us know they know that we are annoyed and don't like this, and they failed to do what they plan to do. And with that, they now have a new announcement coming out, potentially in a week's time, a month's time. We don't know how long it's going to take for them to make that second announcement on how they're going to address this and change it in a forthcoming, notice. I would like to think they would make this notice within a week, because at that point, they should decide what they're going to be doing. And if they do, hopefully it's a good update. Because going back to this, right, this is the 3 things that they wanted to make clear. Make it easier for players to tell at a glance the soul tree, character link slots, and transcendence levels of a character. They kind of did that. Again, the flashing back and forth between the character level, the pink in the back, and the character link slots, it kind of does tell you, and it kind of does do what they wanted to do, but it's a very bad way of doing that, and I don't think it's the way to go, especially because the second one, make it easier for players to set goals when powering up characters. This whole thing, like, is just gone out of the window with this new update, because, again, with the purple levels, right, very simple, just change purple colors for your max transcendent characters. That would push people to max transcendent characters because it looks nice. When you join a lobby with a purple character, you're flexing. Even if you ain't even thinking about it, you're flexing. When I see someone join my lobby with a purple character that maybe just came out, or is a very uncommon character that I see at max transcendence, I'm like, oi, chill, lad, that's kind of drippy. Okay, I see you. You worked on that character, respect, right? You don't get that with this new system. You don't get that with this purple thing behind the purple PNG Hot Wheels logo. It's ugly as hell. You don't get the flex. Like, if I see someone join with that purple thing behind them, I'm thinking, that's an L. you took an L. We took an L. Because, like, it's ugly. It's not a good design, and that's definitely the main thing they need to address. Besides the whole thing that some players that are colorblind are having troubles even seeing the color or the levels. Some players feel sick and disorientating from seeing the flashing back and forth. It gets rid of the whole thing that people set goals from themselves to max transcend a character or max link sort of character. And if you remove that, that's why people are so angry, because then, for the most part, to a certain extent, for some players, they're losing a reason to play the game. As I mentioned, and I don't like I keep mentioning it, I know, right? But I am proud of this goal, right? I link sorted every character in my books. For the most part, lads, that kept me going for a year. This gave me a goal, reason to play BBS every day, besides doing YouTube. Of course, I'm never going to quit BBS. I'm playing this game every day, but if I wasn't doing YouTube, if I wasn't part of the community on Discord and stuff like that, you know, sometimes you might get bored of the game, especially if you do get shafted. And for me personally, having this goal to get every character to max link slot, to get to red levels, was a goal that kept me playing for an entire year. Plus, actually, because I believe it took longer than that. So that's a reason why this level indicators, people are so passionate about it, because for some people, it's a reason to play the game to max their characters, and it feels rewarding. With this new system, it doesn't feel rewarding, and quite frankly, I was actually saying it to my guild yesterday, I'm not max transcending any more characters until they fix it. Unless I get very lucky in my next couple summons and I get the character 5-5 out going for them, I am not hunting for characters at 5-5, because it's an ugly design, and I don't like it. I'm not going to power up my characters for my characters that look ugly as hell, with that purple thing in the back. So, yeah, that's definitely something they needed to address. They did, and this is one of the main reasons why it does need a change for a lot of players out there. And again, make it easier for people to identify how powerful a character level is. Again, I guess they did do that, but they just did it in a bad way. One thing I've seen a lot of people go around is posting different colors. One thing you need to keep in mind is that I can see why KLAB took this route in doing it like this and removing the colors. Again, I much prefer the colors, right? But if there's too many colors, it's too confusing, right? I've seen so many different designs of people doing stuff, and there's like 7 different colors. That, in my opinion, is like, I would prefer it over this, but it's still way too confusing, because if you have too many colors, then at that point, it's just like, yeah, there's just really no point if that kind of makes sense. So I would say, for example, personally, if they were to change this or go back to the old system, 10-10-10, you get the red colors, right? Red colors at 10-10-10. 10-10-10 plus max transcendence, you get the purple color. And then what I would personally do is 20-20-20 at max transcendence, they then get a new color, a third color. If they do that, then I think that's about it. But anything in between, you know, maybe just 20-20-20 without max transcendence, or 15-15-15 max transcendence, 15-15-15 non-max transcendence, if they get their own colors, that's way too confusing, and quite frankly, that shouldn't be a thing. So if they were to just make it very simple, just go back to the old system, add a new color for max transcendence T20, and we're good. That's basically the best thing they can do, because too many colors is way too confusing, and I can kind of see why they did go down this route, but I still think this is a very bad way to do it, because it just looks ugly, it's not good, and again, a lot of players have already made their complaints about it. So props to KLAB for already responding to this whole debacle about this, you know, color situation, and they did it in a very good time. Again, it only took them just above 24 hours to do so, which I think is very good, and it's the best way to do it, because again, they're going to make another post in the future. Again, we don't know how long that's going to take, we don't even know on how they're going to go about fixing that situation. So yeah, overall, lads, that's the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think about the response from KLAB, and I'll see you guys next one, which will be a meme video. Yes, it'll be posted in a couple hours. Stay tuned for it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm having fun editing it right now, so check it out in a couple hours time. See you guys next one. Peace.